CAPR stockholders don't want the stock to be forgotten. Yesterday, the 19th of September, it closed with a gain of 3.91%. That was a second straight day of gains for the stock. The underlying trend is a bearish one. Its 200-day moving average is sloping bearishly lower. So they managed to get the stock trending, and that was because of the imminent FDA feedback expected in the fourth quarter of this year. This is as regard its pivotal HOPE-3 trial, which evaluates deramyocel for the treatment of DMD. The investing and trading community discussions intensified as they weighed the potential outcomes of the FDA's review. Optimists argued that the strength of HOPE-3 data could support accelerated approval, especially given the significant unmet medical need in DMD. Others remained cautious, noting that the FDA could request additional studies before granting approval, which could extend the timeline and, of course, cost as well, and then add to the uncertainty as well. So you can find a link to this in the description box below. So as I indicated earlier on, the underlying trend is a bearish one. However, it's expected that the feedback may come in the fourth quarter, and we're not that far from the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is roughly a week and some days from today, the 20th of September. So it is at such times that one may find that there may be a build up in momentum up till when the news comes out, and then everybody takes their money. So this may be a time to start looking at what's going on. If you are a CAPR fan, this may be a time to start looking out to see what's going on. Extrapolation here is saying that the strength is going to remain in place up till Thursday the 25th. Then after that, we may have a contraction because that will imply, if it remains that way, that will be strength. That will be picking up strength from Thursday the 18th up till Thursday the 25th. That's 5 straight days of expansion. So you would naturally expect a contraction to occur. So the algo is actually simulating all of this, and then, but all of that up till 28th, up to the 26th is still the third quarter. Then now see what's going on here by the 14th. This is in October. It begins to pick up strength. No one knows when that whether this is when it's going to happen. But the algos doesn't. It algos digests the news. It probably knows that this is there's an anticipation. Yeah, it probably knows it. However, it doesn't know the date. We don't know the date either. So this is the much it can do. So this is just a simulation, an extrapolation. No, absolutely not guarantee that it's going to happen like this. This is a speculation, if you like. So but I mean, it fits the narrative because yeah, at some point it's going to decline, no doubt. Naturally, even yeah, it's going to decline. 5 straight days of gains within this quarter. Yeah, surely an extra a contraction will occur. And then maybe in October, maybe the news may come out or something like that, or they may begin to buy up again because we are now in October. That sort of thing, in anticipation of something to come out. You know, well, in any case, projections are saying downward projections. First of all, 0.7025, 1.59, 3.02, 8.92, 10.16, 10.92, a diverse range of projections. Okay, let's come down and see what the price pressure momentum is indicating here. Okay, so they are all severely bearish. Nothing. These two moving averages are bearish at the moment. But remember that this is 2 straight days of gains. As things stand right now, people may be buying, even though technically, by some standards, this is not a good time to buy. They want to see this value. Some may want to see this price ppm1 get to 0.25 or the ppm2 to get to 0.25 before they commit their resources. However, you can clearly see that some people are already buying. They started to buy when that value was even was at 0 point. You can see that 0 point. Let's see. Yeah, some started to buy when it was at 0.3166. Yeah. So at some point, there's a very good chance that it's going to pick up strength because we are anticipating something. This I can. There's a very good certain. I mean, the likelihood of that happening is there. This the that it's going to pick up strength. You know, yes, up till, I mean, before this month ends. Or at least by the time we get into October, that likelihood is will get stronger. I should rather say the likelihood of it picking up strength in October is, yes, by far greater than picking up strength within what is left of September. Okay, so there's ample room to the upside. We could What we could equally do is have a look at the market grid. It's going to give us a range of values that it calculates. It expects the stock to trade within, and especially given that there hasn't been that volatile of late. Let's see. It's good. It's going to give us yeah, I can see that the range is between 6.12 and 6.68. So it closed at 6.65. So yeah, this tells you that the stock. Look at this is where the stock is. The price closed at. So it is surely exhibiting. It's surely demonstrating that it has momentum. And we know very well that when this sort of situation occurs, there's a good chance he may break through this the top of the grid and extend further. So I would say expect higher prices to keep printing. I would say that, but I could be wrong. But it's the fact that it is here shows that it has momentum. Its rockets are on. Sorry, its engines are on. The engines of its rockets are on. So it's defying gravity. If you were here in the support zones or neutral, then you might say, especially if we were in the support zones, I would say expect lower prices to keep printing until we find a bottom. But as things stand right now, close to its RXT value, there's a good chance it may continue to print. But expect a pullback to occur as well. Expect a pullback to occur, and you know that very well. Yeah. So we could also have a look at its 4-hour chart and see what's going on there. On the 4-hour chart, we have, let's see what we have. Yeah, same range, pretty much the same range. So the stock is at 6.65. So here it is a lot more sedate, a lot more sedate. Here it's neutral, 6.65. So here, it's still, you could say it still has room to, here it still has room. At least with this, you have, if you like, far less, well, a moderated fear of it pulling back, you know. Yeah, you have a moderated fear of it pulling back, if anything, yeah, indeed, there's also that likelihood of it, testing some of these supports, but going back what we've seen already on the daily chart, where it's approaching the top of that grid and indicating or validating that it has momentum. It had momentum at least up to the close of that session. You can see that here gives it more room to the upside. Yeah, the price pressure momentums here are, I mean, on this the 10 period moving average is, far more robust. However, we have a negative second derivative indicating that it has been facing some resistance. Yes, some positions that were opened haven't turned out well. That's what this is also trying to validate, amongst other things. So we could also have a look at the price pressure momentum too. That is not here. That measures the angle of attack of the 21 period moving average. So that one is equally trending as well, and also has a negative second derivative. Yes, some it has faced some resistance. You can see that sloping down here as of the close. So extrapolation here is saying that it's going to contract up till up to Monday the 20, up to the close of Monday's trading session. Okay, yeah, this is okay. That's This looks like a divergence from what we have on the daily chart, but there's a world where it could still fit in. Given that the 4 hour chart is, or rather, the 4 hour chart prints every 4 hours, and the daily chart prints every at the close of every trading session. So we'll see what's going to happen. So I mean, upside. I mean, projections. I mean, we have seen here we have 11.16. The underlying trend is a bearish one, so there's ample room to the upside. So just have a look and see what you make of CAPR, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.